Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi.
Hi, welcome to Midanu with Adzovi. Today we are in Ghana. Location is in Ghana. And I thought, why don't I try something very indigenous and Ghanaian? So I'm making Kontomire stew or Palaver sauce. Let me introduce you to my gorgeous ingredients. We have wele. Please feel free to choose any form of protein that you're comfortable with. I choose wele and poku fish. So you can use salmon, tuna, goat meat, whatever. The list is endless. Just get creative with whatever you prefer, okay? We have our palm oil. Smells so good. Smells really good. We have our tomatoes, onions, peppers, red and green peppers. We have our garlic, very, very organic and sharp, and ginger. I choose to use, for our seasoning, I choose to use onga shrimp and Maggi shrimp. And onga classic, I would recommend it to you any day for any food that is palm oil based. We have our Adzovi powder, salt to taste, some more onions, you will know why later, and some chopped kontomire. Now I intentionally left this so I can chop it for you to see how I got this results. First and foremost, I washed it. Check it here because usually it gets dirty here, so it's quite tricky. So you wash it very well. I'm gonna go ahead and arrange them nicely, and then I'll cut it to get this. I'm going to put it together, cut this, get rid of this, and then further cut it into the size I want. Now, if you don't live in Ghana and can't get this fresh kontomire is actually fresh cocoyam leaves. You can use frozen spinach or any greens, kale, whatsoever. The cooking process is the same. So I'm going to just add it to this. I'm just covering everything because I'm cooking outdoors, just so no insects rest on it.
Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi.
So I'm going to start by first frying the oil, the palm oil. Make sure your pot is hot. I'm just going to use enough palm oil. So you fry the oil with some onions. This is just to get rid of any bad aftertaste in the oil. Whilst it fries, I'm going to go ahead and blend my ingredients. So I'm going to blend the tomatoes, pepper, garlic, ginger. We're going to start by blending all our ingredients. I'm blending just the red peppers for now. Then I'm going to add the ginger, garlic, and onions. Now, how you cut it depends on how strong your blender is. You just need to blend it smooth. Not too smooth though, but not too rough. So just medium texture. I'm going to now go ahead and add this to the hot oil. Be very careful when you're doing this because it might splash. So I'm going to leave some. I'll tell you, and then I'm going to cover it immediately. We'll leave that to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. But then you have to be stirring occasionally so there's no burning. I'm going to pour this out just to empty it and create space to blend the tomatoes, okay? Nothing special. Okay, so we're going to blend the tomatoes. Have to blend the tomatoes, add some water to aid in the blending, and there you go. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. Now always remember to keep stirring this occasionally. Okay, it's cooking well, smells divine. Now at this point I'm going to add my wele, or Nigerians call it pomo. The thing with this pomo is I requested for the very soft one, but if you don't have, see, my finger can literally break it. So it doesn't need a lot of cooking. Now, my advice for you if you don't have a very soft one is to cook it separately. You can season it with whatever. You can add onions, blended onions, garlic, ginger, whatnot, and salt and seasoning. But this, I'm doing it fresh, cleaned, cut into smaller bits, and I'm going to add it to the sauce at this point so it cooks. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add my onga seasoning at this point because I want the wele, the flavors to go into the wele. So about a tablespoon of onga seasoning, and then I would stir and cover it up. So I'm going to add the tomatoes, the blended tomatoes, to our stew. Again, stir and allow it to simmer. Cover it and allow it to simmer. So we're going to add, this has been simmering for close to 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to add our fish. I'll just add it, use my hands. Now I'll cover it just to protect the camera. From earlier, I left some of the onions and pepper, garlic, ginger mix. Yes, we're going to mix it with some egusi. Now, if you don't have egusi, you can go ahead and use eggs. If you're using eggs, you don't necessarily need this. So just ahead and beat some eggs and add it to the sauce. But I'm using agusi, so I'm just gonna mix it with this. And then I'm going to go ahead and add it to the sauce. Just repeat the process until everything is finished, okay? Now you can as well just pour it in, but I choose to do it like this because I want to have some I want some bits in it like dumplings, if it makes sense. So it really doesn't matter how you mix it, you can just go ahead. You're going to cover it and allow it to simmer. Mind you, this is all on low heat, okay? Simmer for about 3 minutes. So we're going to now add our kontomire to the sauce. Remember to reduce the temperature or the heat. I'm going to cover it for some few minutes. So I'm going to stir. Then I'm going to just go ahead and add this, the extra peppers, and the onions. I still haven't added salt to it yet because the onga I added earlier had some salt in it. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Maggi shrimp, 1 Maggi shrimp cube, or you go ahead and add any seasoning of your choice, but shrimp cubes work very well. And then add some salt, just a little salt. You don't want to overcook the kontomire or any of the other vegetables added. And then you reduce the heat for it to simmer for some few more minutes. Whilst it's cooking, we're going to go ahead and do the yam. So whilst our sauce is cooking, we're just going to go ahead and boil some yam. I recommend tuna. I don't know, when you go to the market to buy it, ask for tuna. Or you can have this with boiled rice, the Palaver sauce, with boiled rice, plantain, potatoes, whether sweet potatoes, anything you decide. Both. today we are serving it with yam. I'm going to go ahead and wash it properly under a running tap. Now we are going to cook the yam. So add some salt. I want to add some boiled eggs to it. So I already washed the eggs. Now you can go ahead and add some sugar to the yam. This is optional. Sugar and salt together is an enhancer. It just enhances the food. So just about a tablespoon.
With Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi, Midanu with Adzovi. Midanu with Adzovi.
So look at that Palaver sauce. You see those egusi that is in it like eggs. Delicious. And then you add your eggs.